July 2023, we travelled to the Alps to take on one of the most beautiful hikes in the world, the Tour Du Mont Blanc. Join us on our epic adventure. This video is kindly sponsored by HelloFresh, delivering all the fresh ingredients you need to make deliciously simple meals from scratch. But more about that later in the video.
Hello and welcome back to Drunk on Wanderlust, and welcome to part 2 of us hiking and camping the Tour Du Mont Blanc. If you haven't caught part 1 yet, don't worry, just click the link above or head over to our channel and you can find it there. Don't forget to subscribe. Now we're going to carry on where we left off. We just spent the night in Italy in Courmayeur. It was absolutely beautiful, so let's carry on with the adventure.
Since starting in France, we had hiked 37 miles, taken on 3,551 metres of elevation and crossed the border into Italy.
Good morning everyone and welcome to day 4. Now we are in the beautiful town of Courmayeur today in Italy. The group has split up because last night Charlotte took the original route. She did another big climb and went to the refuge we were planning to stay at. Me, Dizzy and Devon, we were not feeling the climb. We just did what was best for us. So we took the low route through the valley, which was absolutely stunning. And we found a really lovely hotel, which was a decent price and had a good night's sleep in a bed. Now today we have another big climb out of the town and another descent. So we're gonna get on the trail soon, resupply and get going before it gets too hot.
The town of Courmayeur was beautiful and a great place to resupply. There are no campsites here, but plenty of hotels if you are planning on staying the night. Full disguise.
Hunted day 2.
Yep.
Evaded capture 24 hours. See how the next one goes.
We all felt refreshed and recharged after a night in a proper bed, and had all fallen in love with this gorgeous Italian town. Okay, this is our last full day in Italy and we're really looking forward to it today. We've got a bit of a climb, I think it's about 800 metres in total. We're smashing out the first little bit of it now and then we're descending into the valley to a campsite because we couldn't get into the refuge again. That's our bad luck for booking late. So we're having to do a little detour into the valley to camp, and then we're heading back out tomorrow to carry on into Switzerland. So it's very exciting stuff. We haven't got that many miles to do today. I think we've got about another 5.5 left. And yeah, hopefully we'll get to the campsite in good time so we can have a nice rest because it's a long day tomorrow. But there's a gorgeous waterfall over here. Let's go and have a look. Although we didn't have many miles to cover, we did have a lot of elevation, 976 metres of it. The climb out of Courmayeur was going to be tough. What you doing, baby?
Putting my knickers out to dry. At least they're cute ones, with little frills and little diamonds.
So these are your dirty, squatty pants?
No, I washed them and they're cute and saucy.
Well, the temperature was already high 20s today, so hopefully Danny's pants wouldn't take too long to dry.
They're lovely.
There she is. Come on, Danny. We've got about 500 metres left to climb. Doing well. Really, really glad that it is through a forest, so lots of shade. Unfortunately though, no water, so be warned, make sure you pack enough in Courmayeur to get you up the hill because I don't think we've got enough. Rookie mistake. As water had been so readily available so far on the trail, we'd assumed there would be somewhere to refill our bottles. Unfortunately, this wasn't the case, so we'd have to make do until we reached the refugio at the top of the climb. The way up was dusty, dry and steep. Luckily, we were distracted by some wonderful views. Right, I'm coming up to a really, really beautiful view of the town below. It's just really stunning. I'm going to spin the camera around so you can see.
Just look at that. It's always nice to look down and see how far you've come. I sat down to wait for the guys and found a little friend. I named him Bob.
I've got my pet butterfly. Absolutely loves me. He's coming hiking with me now because he won't seem to go, so I'm just going to take him with me.
As we neared the top, the landscape opened up and it was stunning. The climb had been hardcore, but we could see the refuge and we were all so thirsty that all we could think about was downing a nice cold drink.
Okay, this is Danny Cam. I can't breathe. We're like 1,900 and something meters up, and like I have asthma anyway, so I find it a bit harder to breathe when I'm going uphill than regular people. But I'm just sat on a chair having Fanta, and I cannot breathe. I'm literally like started wheezing. I've had to get the blue inhaler out. It's all going down, but we're at the top nearly. I think we've got another like, I don't know, 200 meters. Oh, it's a lizard. There's a little lizard on the wall. We've got a bit to go and then it's downhill. So hopefully I don't just faint on the mountain because that would not be cute. Danny Cam out.
Just 100 meters left to climb, and after our lunch break, we were all feeling recharged and ready to go, and we got up there in no time.
We made it to the top. There was blood, sweat and tears. Mostly sweat, but we did it. I had a few tears from this one.
No, I didn't cry actually. I just nearly cried.
Nearly cried.
I couldn't breathe.
Nearly cried, but we did it. Well done. Team Fabulous.
Next up, a narrow path alongside a very steep drop. Devon and Charlotte were a little bit nervy, so we tried to distract them with some light entertainment.
She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain, coming round the mountain, coming round the mountain when she comes. Yeah!
Yep, I think that did the trick. We were all impressed with just how gorgeous this trail was. Every day was its own adventure.
This is where we start heading down into the valley towards the campsite.
The way down was easy enough, but we were shattered already from today's climb.
So we've gate crashed a golf club, looking like this, and everyone's like dead posh, but we don't care.
Yep, we just learnt to embrace our hiker trash look. We had a few beers, then set up in the campsite. You can resupply at the campsite shop, and even though it was only around 8 o'clock, we were all ready for a very early night.
Good morning everybody and welcome back. It is now day 5 of the Tour Du Mont Blanc and we've got a lovely day ahead of us. We're currently in a valley, I think it's called Val Ferret Valley. We stayed at Tronchey, something like that, campsite last night, and we've got another big climb, about 800 meters to tackle this morning. So we're very looking forward to it. We're absolutely shattered. We've got a day off tomorrow, having a rest day in Switzerland because we cross over the border to Switzerland today. Exciting stuff. That's country number 3. And yeah, we're just going to crack on. Come on, let's see what we got in store.
Once again, excuse my terrible pronunciation. We caught a bus from outside the campsite to join back up with the trail and took a moment to admire the views of the river before starting off on today's adventure.
Here we go, start of the climb for the day. Just going to take it slow and steady. It's going to be a long one. Temperatures today apparently hit highs of 37 degrees. At the minute it's still quite cool because we're in the shade, but whew, gonna be warm. Do you know what you're reminding me of with that thing on your bag? Have you seen the labyrinth?
Yeah.
Do you know the old lady? Yeah. Oh, you like Pugsy Bear, don't you?
The Labyrinth, my favourite ever kids film. Has anybody else seen this one? If you love The Labyrinth, let me know in the comments.
Charlotte's got an igloo. Hey.
So cool.
We had a lot of miles to cover, and today we would reach the highest point of the entire trail. Luckily, there'd been another refugio to stop at en route for Danny to get her caffeine fix. I'm not gonna lie, the climb today was hardcore.
We are about 100 metres from the top. It's been a tough one today. It's just seemed to have gone on for forever, and it's just getting warmer and warmer. There's a nice breeze, but it still feels really, really hot. Last little push though, come on!
100 metres left to go. Woo-woo.
Guys! Where are we? Yes!
We made it! The highest point on the Tour Du Mont Blanc, Grand Col Ferret, 2,532 metres.
Well, welcome back everybody. I'm just going to introduce you to the youngest person I've seen doing the Tour Du Mont Blanc. This is Matthias. He is only 12 years old and he's absolutely smashing it. We've seen him day after day on the trail and he's doing such a good job. He's so much faster than we are. Can we get a high five? Yeah, say hello.
Yeah. Yeah.
12 years old and he's putting us all to shame.
Well, we are now in Switzerland. We haven't done much filming on the way down because I've needed 2 poles. It's been quite slippery and it's all of this sand stuff. So yeah, I've needed both hands on the poles. We are absolutely starving. We haven't eaten properly since breakfast, but we're hoping this place does food. We were so excited, we literally ran down this last bit like this. What have you got there?
Cheese omelette.
All the protein. Yeah. It's needed.
This is Danny Cam. I'm in a food coma.
Hello.
I need a nap. I think we've only got a few miles left though, so we can do it. Oh, I'm being blown away. Winnie the Pooh and the blustery daisies. Yeah, I currently can't breathe because my lungs are trapped from food. Goodbye, cruel world. I will talk to you again when my food has gone down. Goodbye.
Our first impressions of Switzerland? Blooming gorgeous. We made our way into a small village and the houses literally looked like they were made of Lego.
We made it to a place called Ferret. It's bloody beautiful. It is 37 degrees. We are dying, absolutely dying. Charlotte stacked it and twisted her ankle. So hopefully that's not going to be too serious.
yeah, we're all just absolutely melting. So not far from the campsite. Looking forward to just pitching up and settling in for the next few days. Woo woo!
We arrived into La Foulée and Charlotte managed to get some frozen peas from the supermarket to ice her ankle. It was just so fortunate that tomorrow was a rest day, so she could let it heal. The campsite was incredible, so beautiful. We pitched up and popped into the centre to find a restaurant as we were starving again. Speaking of food, let's have a look at this week's sponsor. Now, if you watched some of my Scotland hiking videos from a few months back, you may remember that I've teamed up with HelloFresh for the summer. Now, if you haven't heard of HelloFresh, basically they deliver all the fresh ingredients you need to create deliciously simple meals from scratch. With all the hardcore hiking that I'm doing at the moment, I am more than happy to try out a healthier eating plan. And I can tell you something, I've been ordering far less greasy takeaways, so that's a big improvement so far already. I bribed my little sister into helping me out with the cooking.
What do you think we should cook today?
Cajun spice chicken.
Cajun spiced chicken, nice.
Now, one of the things I enjoy is the choice of over 44 recipes per week, and they change up all the time as well. You can choose from various different categories to suit your dietary needs. For example, they do healthier options that are 650 calories or less. They do some really quick ready meals that you can prepare in 20 minutes or less, and they have a great vegetarian range as well. As you know, I'm away on hiking trips quite often, so the flexibility with HelloFresh to pause or skip a week is really handy. And also, I can have a box delivered for the day that I return, so I've always got fresh food for the minute I get through the door. Look at that, just like the picture. Well done, Jess. Once again, another delicious meal cooked from HelloFresh. But don't just take my word for it. If you would like to try it out for yourself, head to the video description, click the link and use our exclusive discount code for 60% off your first box and 25% off for the next 2 months. Now that's a big saving. That's 60% off your first box and 25% off for the next 2 months.
Hello everyone, so today is our rest day and we are in the gorgeous town of La Foulée. We've literally had such a relaxing day. We've washed our clothes, we've had coffee. Charlotte and Devon went on a little chairlift that took them up over the forest. We've gone and had lunch and we've just been chilling out really because it's been quite intense on the trail for the last 5 days. So we're just going to relax, take it easy, have a day off and get ready for the trail again tomorrow.
That night we had more almighty thunderstorms.
Hey.
What a difference a rest day makes. And although it wasn't 100%, Charlotte's ankle had healed enough for her to carry on with the trail. It was a glorious misty morning, and although some of the views were obscured, we were all glad of the cooler temperature.
Good morning everybody and welcome back to the trail. I think this is day 6 of actually walking. Yesterday of course we had our rest day which was needed. We've had some serious thunderstorms, lightning going on. It's been crazy in the tents the last 2 nights, but today it's dry at the minute. I don't think it's going to last. I think we're going to have some showers, but it does look all right for the rest of the week, so fingers crossed it'll be all right. But today we're going downhill for quite a while first out of La Foulée, and then we've got a bit of a climb this afternoon to get to Champex, but we're feeling all right. We're ready to do it. Come on then.
Now, before you all tell me I've mispronounced that in the comments, don't worry, I'm aware. In fact, I think you should all turn these videos into a drinking game. Every time I mispronounce a place name, you have to take a shot. Now that would keep things interesting. Today was in fact the easiest day for us of the entire trail. I think the cooler weather definitely helped, and the fact that we were all feeling so recharged after having a 0 miles day yesterday. The path itself was steady, although there was a really fun bit that sneaked around the side of the valley. There was a chain you could use to hold on at this point, but I needed both hands for filming. The combination of the rain and the forest made us all a little bit nostalgic and reminded us of being back on a trail in Scotland.
How are we getting on, everyone?
Okay, brilliant.
Enjoying the rain?
Loving it. Feels like home.
Feels like Scotland today. We are hungry babies. We've got about 10 minutes until we reach a calf. Danny wants a coffee. I'm craving eggs. Maybe a waffle.
We passed through a few cute villages today. This first one had a cafe that was open, so we stopped in to have some brunch. Now if you're watching this video and you've completed this trail yourself, please let us know in the comments. We would be so interested to know which section was your favourite and why, and how many days you completed the trail in. Today we were taking it nice and steady, stopping for plenty of beers and to dry our tents out after the thunderstorms last night. We were making really good time today. We could stop as much as we liked for beers, snacks, and to do some off-trail exploring.
Charlotte's deep cavernous hole.
Now, if you were wondering where to get your officially smashed it Tour Du Mont Blanc completion medals, you can find them here on our website, but we'll leave a direct link in the video description. Around 1 o'clock, the mist started to disperse and the sun was attempting to break through the clouds. We only had a few miles left to go today.
We have been so fast. The miles have just gone today. We're already in town. I don't know how it happened. I think it's only about 20 past 2 or so. There she is chattering away in the background.
I've done my bag weird. I need it tightened.
I'll help you in just a second. Thanks for letting everybody know. Okay, bye.
We had arrived in town and we were really excited to see the lake. It did not disappoint. We'd made some great progress over the last 3 days and seen some really beautiful scenery. The best, however, was yet to come. In my opinion, the last 3 days of this trail were both the toughest but also the most incredible, and we can't wait to share them with you next week. The town of Tronchey was full of bars, restaurants and hotels. We made a stop for another cheeky pint before heading to our campsite, which although was small, had everything we needed. We had showers, charged our devices and settled in for another night camping in the Alps. Thanks so much for watching episode 2. Now don't forget the next episode will be out next week, so make sure you stay tuned. And another big thank you to our sponsor for this week, HelloFresh. And don't forget, if you want that discount, head to the video description, click the link and use our exclusive code today for 60% off your first box and 25% off for the next 2 months. I'm going to say goodbye for now and we'll see you next time.